Okay, guys. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to this space yet again. Um, I'm gonna meet you down. As usual, I've been dropping my weekly analysis for a while now, and if you're still new, you can check out the channel, check out my previous video, and I just hope you can learn something from it. Yeah. So I'll be sharing with you guys what I'll be expecting this week um, on DXY and some other pairs. Uh, DXY is currently at a critical level, and I mean it's quite interesting that we might be seeing some massive move this month and going into the year 2026. And based on everything that is happening with interest rate cut from the Feds and anticipation for more dollar devaluation. We might be seeing more lows in DXY to come 2026. So yeah, basically DXY all through this year 2025 has been like in this bearish trend. So you can see the yearly candle for DXY is bearish, and to me, this year is looking like a bearish engulfing. This, if you look at the chart here, you can see this kind of bearish engulfing candle for the yearly time frame. If you go down to the if you go down to the 6 month candle, you can see this evening star candle formation that formed, indicating that we might be seeing more sales. If you go down to the 3 month candle, you can see price also giving this evening star formation, came here to tap into this fair value gap and rejecting of it. So, and for the monthly, you can see this candle formation here. So yeah, this DXY is really rejecting at this level. We might have a break of this major trend line, and it would be nice if we have a close below this monthly fair value gap for December. So you can see uh, we have a monthly fair value gap here, and it will be good if we have December close below this fair value gap. Then we might see it act as an inversion of fair value gap to put price further. We might just see a drop, massive drop below, and that will not give us another evening star candle formation based on this bullish doji and bearish candle. So I'm still looking for further weakness in the dollar. As you can see, price was on an uptrend here. uh then we came back to this level, tested this EMA, and you can see now price created this bearish Arimi candlestick pattern, whereby this candle engulfed the whole body of this candle, and most times that signifies a reversal is coming. And as you can see, structure here has been broken by the weekly time frame. If we go down also, you can see we also have this fair value gap here, in which price already closed below it. Price already closed below this fair value gap on the weekly time frame. So I'm expecting it to act as an inversion fair value gap based on this structure we have broken to the downside. And to me, this also looks like an evening star candle formation. And like I always say, most times we see this sweep of liquidity here. So price has taken out buy side liquidity for DXY here. Price has taken out buy side liquidity here, and you can see the sweep. Now we might be seeing sell side liquidity to be taken out. That's this low here. So yeah, that's another reason why I'm bearish. Um, weekly time frame have shifted bearish. You can see we have this move to the upside, drop, move, bearish. We have this move to bearish, and now we have this like a double top pattern. And you can see the weekly time frame out, closed, broken structure closed below this level here. So yeah, that's it. If I even go to the line chart, you can see we've shifted structure here. If I go down to the daily, so based on how I trade, I just do normal top down analysis, making sure that at least my two higher time frame aligns with trend. So now you can see we are bearish on the weekly, we are bearish on the daily because we've been creating higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, and higher lows. And now we created this equal highs, and now we've created a lower low. And now, as you can see, the EMA we've closed below this EMA 50 EMA candle, below this weekly inversion fair value gap, below this structure level here, signifying that price wants to go lower. And if you look also, we have this kind of daily fair value gap here, which price came to tap into it, tapping into this EMA and rejecting of it. If I go down to the 4-hour time frame, you can see what price is doing here. So price already came to take out this liquidity here, and also filling in this 4-hour fair value gap, which is holding price currently below it. So based on this rejection, might be seeing into this week DXY continue to drop lower, and that would be really nice. So yeah, I'm bearish on DXY for the meantime, going into this into next year. uh Price has swept this liquidity. This EMA has been holding price, and now we have it same thing happening here. So you can see price rejecting of it, taking out this sweep of liquidity. And most times when price take out buy side liquidity, we tend to target the opposing liquidity, because this is not a break of structure here. This is like a sweep, a raid. So we might be seeing to take out this low and this low. So yeah, let's hope this 4-hour fair value gap holds, and we might be seeing weaker dollar this week. Also, we have Fed meeting this, I think, Wednesday, whereby there's an 80% chance or 86% chance of the Fed cutting rates again this December. If you check the CME Fed watch. So yeah, that's it. So based on my bearishness on DXY, broken this trend line, and my expectation is to see DXY drop to this level next. See DXY drop to this level next. Now, based on that, I'm bullish on EU. I got into a position on Friday, and I'm just hoping it holds. If you go to the weekly, you can see EU is doing the opposite of what the XY is doing. So we have broken this structure here. We have broken this structure here on the weekly. On the daily also, we are bullish. And also this is looking like an inverse head and shoulder pattern that is forming here. So you can see left shoulder, neckline, head, neckline, right shoulder, and we've broken above it. So most times the inverse head and shoulders or head and shoulder pattern signifies a reversal that is taking place. And if we go to the daily, you can see price has broken the structure here, closed above it, not a sweep, but a clear break of structure. Now we have this daily fair value gap here. If you can see, we have this gap between this candle low and this candle high, and price already rejecting off this fair value gap here. You can see it. If we draw, take out the 50%, you can see price is really rejecting off this fair value gap. So you might see price open this week and continue to the upside. Um, Also, if we go down to the 4 hour, you can see price has been creating this. Honestly, I've missed a lot of move on EU. I think the only move I caught was this sell from year to year. Eventually, I was expecting this low to be taken out, but I closed my position when I saw price creating this pattern here and started closing above it. But yeah, I expected a reversal from around this level to this level here, which happened. I expected the drop to which happened. I anticipated this buy to which happened, but I quite missed a lot of move here, which is sad. Which is sad, but yeah, it's all good. For this move, I would have caught it. I was expecting this low to be taken out, sweep it. My entry position was around this level. Stop loss here. Target was this high here, but it didn't get to my um trigger where I wanted to enter from, and it just left off, which is crazy, yeah. But it's all good. So yeah, on the 4 hour too, we are bullish, creating higher highs and higher lows. And you can see we have this indication we've corrected. And you can see we've swept this liquidity here on this 4 hour, while also tapping into this fair value gap here, which aligns inside the daily fair value gap, which also aligns with this strong structure level here on you can see price has always tested this level around here and rejected of it. So yeah, based on that, I'm expecting a move to the upside this week on EU. Hope it plays out as expected. For GU, expecting the same thing, though like I usually say, Euro GBP usually determines how fast any of this might move either to the buy or to the sell side. So if GBP is bullish, you might see more strength on EU, especially if you are planning to buy EU. And if your GBP is bearish and you're planning to still buy any of this, you might see more strength on GU, and vice versa too if you're selling. So it's something to take note on. For GU, you can see if we go to the weekly time frame, I also missed move on GU. Man, it's been a crazy past week. Just missing a lot of move. I called this week move to the upside because I saw that this bullish engulfing candle on the weekly time frame closing above this EMA. So I was anticipating this drop then before the move to the upside, and that happened. You can see market created this kind of double bottom broke structure here. We traced back, tapped into that EMA on the weekly, and rejected to the upside. Strong blow. Now you can see we've closed below above this daily EMA candle, created these gaps, and you can see based on Euro GPP was kind of weak this past week. GU had the sorry please, GU had the faster move to the upside because you can see the strength, the difference in the move, the strength. You can see GU was just boom to the upside. So yeah, um I'm also expecting more move to the upside for GU. As you can see, we are creating this higher highs, higher lows. We broke it above this structure level. Based on EU weakness, we might not have a retracement to this level, or we might, but let's see what happens. Uh, so yeah, I'm expecting more moves for GU to the upside, and hoping we can catch the move this time around. For Euro GBP, um, EURGBP, if you go to the weekly time frame, you can see we've broken out of this resistance zone, showing you an indication that price wants to likely go higher. But it's kind of dicey at this moment for EURGBP because I was expecting this fair value gap to hold on the weekly time frame support price, but it went lower. So we might see it act as an inversion fair value gap, or we might see EURGBP continue to the upside. For the monthly, we're having this kind of strong week on the monthly candle. So if this month closes bearish, we might see more weakness in EURGBP. Probably this move was a false breakout, or as clearly you can see an indication that price wants to go higher. We are just correcting back to this level, and we might see EURGBP continue to the upside. Also, we have this trend line holding here, and to me this looks like a flag pattern for me here. You can see this move to the upside before this pattern. Yeah, so yeah, it would be nice if we have a kind of reversal pattern that forms here, can do a close back above this EMA on the daily, and then I might be expecting to see EURGBP continue to the upside. So yeah, and that would give EU more strength than GU if that happens. As you can see, EURGBP was weak this last week, which led to EU dragging and GU moving faster to the upside based on EURGBP was kind of weak. But let's see if we start to see more strength for EURGBP, then we might see EU start taking more momentum to the upside. Yeah, that's it by the way. For CAD JPY, I I've been expecting a buy though. I was expecting to buy from here, but price didn't come to this level, so it's gone. It's gone. You can see price broke above this flag or this triangle pattern here, and might see it continue to the upside. Maybe a little retracement before it continues to the upside. Quickly for BTC for BTC and Ethereum, um, I'm still watching it. I don't have any bias yet, but most likely, if we were to see, maybe we might see a drop to the downside, or we might see a drop to the downside, or maybe price start continue higher. But at this point, BTC is kind of dicey. Except you are scalping, but to catch the major trend, you just have to be, I think, patient a bit here. Just have to be patient. Let's see if we get a rejection of this inversion fair value gap for price to continue lower. But you can see we've taken out this liquidity here. We've taken out this liquidity here, swept it, and we've taken out this liquidity here, and yeah, I'm expecting price to target this opposing low here. So that's kind of close to this 84,000 level. So yeah, we might be seeing BTC drop down to this level this week, because like I said, most times when price sweep a high like this without breaking it, clearly we have a run to the opposing liquidity, which is most likely going to happen before we might start seeing some strength on BTC. Let's see if this inversion fair value gap holds this coming week. Same thing too for Ethereum. Same thing for Ethereum. We close below this inversion fair value gap on the daily. We are given this evening star formation here, potentially tell you that price might want to go lower to the downside to target this level here, this inducement, before we continue higher. But I'm seeing we're having a rejection on Ethereum and on BTC. Well, and that's because you have this balanced price range here, this gap here, this gap here. If I draw it, you can see this whole gap here. Price is rejecting off it, which is, yeah, why we are seeing this strong rejection. But let's see what happens this week. If we might continue to the downside, same thing too. So we swept this liquidity here for BTC. We might see it target this high. Most likely, yeah, this will be taking out this inversion fair value gap we be tapped into. This inversion fair value gap will be tapped into most likely, and let's see what happens thereafter if we get a rejection to the low to the downside. Lastly, the pair that I'm looking out also is CHF So CHF has been really bullish since for a while, or let me say all through this year. CHF has been bullish. You can see the move broke out of this triangular pattern and skyrocketed to the upside, had this retracement consolidation bit, then expanded again to the upside, retraced, expanded, and now we are retracing. So it's kind of like a, a move for me here, creating higher highs, higher lows, and you can see we've broken out of this level here, creating this kind of bullish flag pattern. Also, why we've swept liquidity here, this all this inducement and tapping into this other block, which led to the break of structure here. So this is quite a solid move because if you look, you can see liquidity sweep here, other block here. We have this reversal tweezer pattern forming on the 4 hour, and you can see on the daily too, we have this sweep here. So most times when we have sweep like this closing above it, we might see target this opposing high, target this buy side liquidity. So we've run sell side liquidity, and now we should be targeting buy side liquidity here. We have still have a daily fair value gap here, which is something to look out for. So I'm in a position already. I might be closing partials here and leave the remaining to run. So let's see what happens. But yeah, I'm expecting higher move to the upside for CHF-JPY. Let's see how this week plays out. We have a lot of liquidity here and also to the upside. And if we have a close above this fair value gap, it might act as an inversion fair value gap, most likely causing price to continue higher. And I want to see the same thing that happened all this move here. So if we take this the low to the high, this pull of this flag, and we do the same thing for here, that's like an anticipation of the kind of expansion that we might see once we break out from this flag here. Might see it come to this level. Same thing too that happened here. If you just take the length of that, you can see most likely had the kind of expansion after breaking out from this consolidation. So yeah, for CHF-JPY, I'm in a position already. I I to be honest, I based on the opportunities I missed last week, though, I was kind of um not mentally balanced. Had a bit of FOMO because I didn't want to miss this move, so I got into early here, but yeah, we are human. So I got into early here, but later closed it out and got a proper entry here because I mean that was the same thing too that happened to me on this BTC trade that I missed. I was expecting price to come into this fair value gap here before before continuing to the upside, but but that didn't happen. So I missed this whole move to the upside. So yeah, for CHFJPY, we've swept this liquidity here. We've created this morning star candle formation on the 2 hour time frame. We've come back to this balanced price range, this fair value gap. So price is balanced here, so we might be seeing some push to the upside this coming week. So that's it for this for what I'm expecting this week. You can do well to with the information you have, and let's see what happens this week. Also, we are in festive period. Momentum might start to slow down very soon. So yeah, I wish you all of the best. Do well to like the video, share, and also you can check out my previous videos too. I'll see you guys next weekend. Um, peace out, and that's all for now.